Have you ever stopped to consider how much time we spend asleep? It's a vast portion of our lives, a third give or take. And yet it remains such a mystery, doesn't it? We slip into this state of unconsciousness every night, surrendering control, becoming utterly vulnerable. It's a little death in a way, a temporary departure from the world of the conscious, a preview perhaps of what awaits us at the end of our lives. Now, think about this state of vulnerability for a moment. When you're asleep, you're completely unaware of your surroundings. You're defenseless. It's a profound surrender, isn't it? And death, well, death is the ultimate surrender, the final release. We spend our entire lives building, striving, accumulating, and yet in the end, we relinquish it all. It's a humbling thought, to say the least. But maybe there's also a sense of relief in that thought, a release from the burden of responsibility, from the constant striving to control every aspect of our existence. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's come back to sleep. It's not just a blank space, you know. It's a complex, dynamic process. Scientists have identified different stages of sleep, each with its unique characteristics and functions. There's this fascinating dance of brainwaves, a symphony of activity that we're completely unaware of while it's happening. We have rapid eye movement sleep, or REM sleep, where our eyes dart back and forth, and our brains are almost as active as when we're awake. This is when most of our dreaming occurs, and then there are the different stages of non-rapid eye movement sleep, each progressively deeper, leading us into a state of profound rest. Why is all of this important? Well, it shows us that even in our most vulnerable state, there's a hidden order, a complex system at work. And this system is essential for our well-being. Sleep is not just about rest, it's about restoration, about consolidating memories, about regulating our emotions. It's a fundamental part of what makes us human. It's a reminder that we are not just thinking beings, we are also biological beings, subject to the rhythms of nature. Now, let's shift our perspective for a moment. Let's zoom out, way out, beyond our planet, beyond our solar system, to the vast expanse of the universe. When you look up at the night sky, what do you see? A breathtaking display of stars, right? A canvas of cosmic wonder. But have you ever really considered the sheer scale of it all? The distances involved are mind-boggling. The light from some of those stars has traveled for millions, even billions of years to reach our eyes. We are looking back in time, witnessing the universe as it was eons ago. And what about our place in all of this? We are tiny, infinitesimal specks on a small planet orbiting an average star in a galaxy that is just one of billions in the observable universe. It's enough to make your head spin, isn't it? It can feel overwhelming, even a little bit scary, to contemplate our own smallness in the face of such vastness. It can lead to some pretty profound questions. What is the meaning of it all? Why are we here? Does any of it really matter? These are questions that humans have grappled with for centuries, and there are no easy answers. But perhaps the very act of asking these questions is what makes us human. We are meaning-seeking creatures. We long to understand our place in the universe, to find purpose in our existence. We search for answers in science, in religion, in philosophy, in art. We strive to make sense of the world around us, to find meaning in our experiences, and in this search for meaning, we often turn to each other. Think about your closest relationships, your family, your friends, your loved ones. These connections are a source of comfort, of support, of joy. They provide us with a sense of belonging, a feeling of being connected to something larger than ourselves. They remind us that we are not alone, that we are part of a community, a network of human beings who care about each other. Love, in its many forms, is a powerful force. It can inspire us to be better people, to overcome adversity, to create something beautiful. It can give our lives meaning and purpose. It can help us to cope with the challenges of life, including the inevitability of death. It's interesting, isn't it? We fear death, we avoid thinking about it, and yet it's the one thing that we all have in common. It's the great equalizer. It's a reminder that our time here is finite, that we should cherish the moments we have. It forces us to confront the big questions, to consider what truly matters in life. The world keeps spinning, you know, with or without us. The sun will continue to rise and set. The seasons will change, life will go on. And in a way, there's a certain comfort in that, isn't there? It takes the pressure off. We don't have to have all the answers. We don't have to control everything. We can simply be. We can appreciate the beauty of the world around us, the small moments of joy, the connections we share with others. Have you ever stopped to truly appreciate the simple things? The warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of rain on the roof, the taste of your favorite food, the laughter of a child. These are the moments that make life worth living. These are the moments that we should savor, that we should hold on to. They are reminders that even in the face of uncertainty, even in the face of our own mortality, there is still beauty to be found. There is still joy to be experienced. So, how do we live with this awareness of our own mortality, of our smallness, in the vast universe? How do we find meaning in a world that can often feel chaotic and unpredictable? Well, perhaps it's about living with intention. It's about choosing to focus on what truly matters. It's about cultivating meaningful relationships, pursuing our passions, making a difference in the world, however small. It's about living each day to the fullest, appreciating the present moment, and not taking anything for granted. Think about your own life. What are your values? What are your goals? What kind of impact do you want to have on the world? These are important questions to ask yourself. They can help you to live a more purposeful life, a life that is aligned with your deepest values. They can help you make choices that are meaningful to you, choices that will bring you joy and fulfillment. When you are being intentional in your choices, you're in the driver's seat of your life, and it is also about finding beauty in the everyday, appreciating the small things, and cherishing the relationships that give our lives meaning. It's about recognizing that we are all connected, that we are all part of something larger than ourselves. It's about embracing the mystery of life, the unknown, the uncertainty. It's about accepting that we don't have all the answers, and that's okay. Because ultimately, the meaning of life is not something to be found, it's something to be created. It's a journey, not a destination. It's about the choices we make, the relationships we cultivate, the impact we have on the world. We have this one precious life. How will you choose to live it? Will you let fear hold you back? Or will you embrace the unknown with courage and curiosity? Will you focus on the things you can't control, or will you choose to focus on the things you can? The power, really, is in your hands. The choice is yours to make. And that, perhaps, is the most beautiful and terrifying thing of all. You get to decide what this life means to you. You get to paint your own canvas, write your own story. And that story, your story, is a part of the larger human story, a story that is still being written, a story that is constantly evolving. So go ahead, live your story with intention. Live it with love, live it with purpose, live it fully while you can. It's the only one you've got. And perhaps, in the end, that's all the meaning we need. We are here, we are alive, and we have the opportunity to make a difference, to leave our mark on the world, however small it may be. We are part of something vast and beautiful, something mysterious and awe-inspiring. And in that, there is a profound and enduring meaning.